It was the scariest couple of minutes of my entire life, and while all of my friends and family were there watching and videotaping, none of them could help or even get close to trying to save me at the time. I lost my eyesight and then took up the sport of surfing. And you don't need to know anything about the sport to understand the warning that my drone pilot gave me one day.
How is it today?
It looks pretty brutal, but
Brutal?
I think you might be able to get barreled today, actually.
I didn't want brutal as the word.
Now, I was kind of laughing about that at the moment, but that's only because I couldn't see how actually brutal it was out there.
Problem is, on a day like today, it's like there's like no waves at all, and then a big set comes in and it closes out. It's
I got the sense pretty quickly I was going to be in for a tough day.
Fuck. Hate days like this.
gonna get hit, Pete, pretty hard there.
Oh my God. Holy shit.
Ouch. Yeah.
Oh. That was a head dive.
It's really like not even doable out there. It's so closed out.
I was crashing on every wave and getting tossed around pretty bad. But it was when I was paddling out is when I really got in trouble. I just missed being able to get over a wave.
Go, Pete. Oh!
Over the falls.
Oh my God.
And there's one behind you.
Pete, get your breath. Catch your breath, Pete. You're about to get hammered, bro.
Okay, so Brooks is warning me from land to catch my breath, and even though my coach Josh was very close to me, I couldn't hear him. It was so loud out there. So after that first wave smashed me and took my breath away, I wasn't ready for another one. I had no idea it was coming.
Take it on the head. Bam!
Couple waves on the head. Looked a little bit rough.
Because I couldn't see that second wave coming, I was obviously not ready for it. I had no breath left in my lungs, and when that thing smashed on my head, I became panicked and disoriented. I actually found myself on the bottom of the sea, touching the ground, and mistakenly thought that maybe it had shoved me into shallower water, so I put my feet down on the ground and stood up, expecting that my head would pop out into the air. Well, it didn't. I was still very far underwater. I was completely freaked out at that point, but somehow managed to find my leash line, which indicated if I kept pulling, that was up. So with my last gasp, I did make it to what I thought was the surface and tried to take in a huge breath of air. But because the waves had just been smashing there, it wasn't air, it was mostly foam and bubbles. I sucked in a bunch of bubbles, did manage to find my surfboard, grabbed that, pulled myself above the bubbles, and then started projectile vomiting all the foam I just sucked in. So is surfing blind scary? Yeah, but surfing is something that does make me feel like I'm still living my life, so no, I'm not going to stop.